Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mike Burnett, and I'm the QC Director for Faithful and Gould in the Americas. And I am responsible for health and safety in the workplace. And as you know, it's our policy that we start meetings with a health and safety moment, and we take any opportunity that we can to promote health and safety. And since I'm in this fabulous new, smart, agile working office here in DC, I thought I'd take the opportunity to stand and deliver. And I'd like to encourage you to get smarter about getting fitter. Many of us wrestle, with competing demands on our time. And even though we start the day with good intentions to run before work or go to the gym after work, well, guess what? It's only time that runs. And it runs away from us, and we kind of end up getting no exercise at all. But if we think outside the box and challenge conventional wisdom, we can find the time. Instead of trying to create a separate time slot in the crazy schedule we've already got, we can incorporate some exercise into the schedule that we already have, into our work program. So, for instance, we could walk to the station, but instead of taking the car, we could climb up the stairs. Instead of taking the elevator, we can do stretches when we're in the quiet room watching a webinar or taking a call on the speakerphone. But whatever we do, we must avoid being stationary for long periods of time. A sedentary lifestyle is an unhealthy lifestyle and increases the risks of health issues such as heart disease or even death. Do you remember the story of that Korean teenager? Played a video game for hours and hours, and then he just keeled over and died. So we want to avoid these risks, and in particular, we don't want any repetitive strain injuries. Now, some people might think that it's okay to just sit at the desk all day long, hardly moving, only moving where you need to, as long as you go to the gym before work or you get some exercise after work. But you could be wrong. Lots of research has shown that even though you go to the gym in the morning or you go for a run after work, that if you just sit there all day long and you're sedentary, you significantly increase the chances of things like heart disease. So, how can we counter that? Well, that's a position that I use when I'm doing these webinars that Holly's arranged. Just planks, or you could do Megan Winter's plank challenge. The challenge for today is 3 minutes. Or, take the concept home. You could do weights while you're in front of the TV, watching the latest episode of Breaking Bad, or Downton Abbey, or Nashville. There's lots of ways. And I've been reading that the older you get, the more important it is to do weight training as part of your exercise regime to overcome the risks associated with loss of muscle mass and that sort of thing. And what a lot of people forget is that this is a weight. Yeah, this one weighs about 160 pounds, and you can use it anywhere, anytime. You could do calf raises while you're in the kitchen waiting for the kettle to boil. Or maybe you could just dance like there's nobody watching. Oh yeah, release your inner dancer. All right, so thank you very, very much. So anyway, this is a serious subject, and in conclusion, my 2 takeaways are: try to get smarter about incorporating exercises into the schedule that you already have. And if your job means that you're working at a computer all day long, don't just sit there. Do something. Thank you. What exercises are you going to choose?
No, no, no.